How's it going? Welcome to the Green Machine pre-match foreplay. I think I said it right. It's been a while. David, your host here, live from Lansdowne Road as the Republic of Ireland take on Latvia in, well, it's a friendly. It's really the precursor to the real action next Monday against France. Thank you for joining me. If you're on your way to the stadium, you've got YouTube playing in the background, where the streets are name. Fantastic stuff. So I'm happy. And of course, someone else who will be very happy tonight will be Martin, because his boy starts tonight, Calma. Let's have a look at the squad for tonight. The first team, I should say, has been announced. Straight into it. Quiveen Callagher is in goal. Colin Madowda, you'd imagine, is going to play left wing back. Darragh O'Shea, Nathan Collins, and Omobamidele, who returns to Ireland action. They're going to be, I'd imagine, making a back three with Doherty right wing back, and as I said, Dowd left wing back. Mark Doherty obviously captaining the side tonight. Where are you going to have Alan Brown, Jason Malumbi, and Will Smallbone finally makes his debut for the senior Republic of Ireland team. And up front is the exciting prospect of Evan Ferguson and young Michael Obafemi. So that's an interesting lineup. And of course, on the bench there you got Bazunu, Travers, Egan, Cullen, Parra, McLean, Hendrick, Keane, Knight, McGrath, Ogbeni, Sykes, and Mickey Johnson. So you hope to think that there's going to be some changes tonight. Not really coming into this game with any momentum. Very disappointing November, so we'll want to put that right. So just going to go through a few things here. It's quite a nice day here, actually, in Dublin. It's good to be back. Flew in yesterday morning on a very interesting 9-hour flight. Not too many people coming in. Of course, we're just a little over an hour from kickoff. Don't really see any Latvian fans here, but fair enough. Of course, if you're watching and you want to get involved, as always, I see some comments coming in there. Get your comments in, get involved. We will be back immediately, 5 or so minutes after full time whistle, if you want to get involved, have some more comments and have your say. So we will be on there. I suppose only one place to start. The biggest news of the day is, of course, my article in the lovely Matchday programme. €7 now. And apparently it's like the buses in Dublin. Exact fare only if you're paying cash, or card, which is kind of, I suppose. But if you go to page 19, never mind all that other stuff, that is what you want to read. That's my latest article. That is our this week, back in the day, or this week in Irish football. We talk about Jack Tarleton's first game in charge, which was in his very stadium in 1986 on the 26th of March. Go home, Union Jack. So it's all there for you. Just looking through, it's obviously today's our first day with the story, the new crest, the whole lot. I have to say they've done an excellent job branding the stadium. Got a lovely, can't see it, behind the North Stand we have "Come on Ireland" in the new font you can see there. So this is sort of like a brand new Irish font, and that's all around the place as well. Can't buy the Story jersey. I heard a whisper that it's not available till June. You pre-order it now, but you can't get it till June. Don't know if anyone could confirm that. Got the Waterboys playing now. We're just looking here. It's very well put together, as always, the programme. My compliments. I was looking here at Stephen Kenny's notes. He was just basically going on about the Ukraine. And, obviously they're having their qualifiers now for the Euros as well. Kind of stuff like that. Talking about Evan Ferguson. Tell us what you think in the comments. Evan Ferguson, is he going to score tonight? Is it Fergie time tonight? What do we think of Quiveen Callagher in goal? Callum Dowda, he's a makeshift left wing back. He's getting the goal. Is he going to start against France? Let's hear your comments here, guys, if you got anything to say on that. As always, two things are guaranteed when I travel to Dublin. First thing, I get a chicken fillet roll, because you can't get them in London, they're crap. and a bye. Daily Starks. Want to hear what David Duffy has to say, still after all these years. And of course, Duffy just goes in and basically is all over Evan Ferguson. He says he's always wary of the hype, but Evan Ferguson is the real deal. He also makes note that this is Kenny's 31st game in charge of the Republic of Ireland, Stephen Kenny. But how times have changed, because Owen Hann had 39 games, Giles had 36, Brian Kerr had 32, Stan only had 16. So he feels that he wants the manager to make use of that experience now that he's gained. And of course, he says Ferguson's starting to no-brainer. He feels he's ready. He also mentions, obviously when he was talking about the hype, that apparently, I didn't know this actually, but David Connolly was compared to Gerd Muller back in '97 after a hat-trick against Liechtenstein. But he just feels there's something different about Evan Ferguson. I think it's fair to say, when we saw Evan Ferguson, he scored a brace, had a 1-goal disallowed against Grimsby Town in the FA Cup. This guy seems like the real deal. His movement, he's a big lad, he's physical. He seems to have all the attributes required to make it really at the top level. Liam Brady lives down in Brighton, and he mentions that Liam Brady feels he's the real deal as well, so he knows a good player. Also mentions that for the France game, which of course is next Monday, he'd like to see Kenny go with Coleman over Doherty. Maybe that's why he's given Doherty the captaincy tonight. Perhaps a little bit of a, maybe he won't feature against France. Who knows? Maybe he'll change his mind tonight, have a blinder, if that's the case. And he also goes with his verdict. I always love these. I used to love reading Amy Dunphy every Monday when I still lived in Ireland. But it's Kenny to-do list. See there. His first of all, he wants him to stick to the script. Apparently, he's been refreshing that we keep playing under Kenny. Fair enough. Wants to shake it up a little bit. Fresh legs and a fresh mind can make a significant difference. Even if Kenny doesn't like to start the likes of McLean or Benny, they're capable of making an impact. Oh, it's gone a bit dark, so we've got 1 minute to kick off. Still doesn't seem to be an awful lot of people coming in. He wants us to control the tempo. I mean, it's Latvia. If you can't control the tempo against Latvia, you might as well give up. Play the field. Excuse me. Play the field. What does he mean by that? But never mind. Passing football is the way forward, but there's lots of effort in his face lost. Primitive. Basically, yeah, wants to make use of space. Set the tone. You are. And the verdict is that he feels that Irish sport is a real feel-good moment at the moment. Obviously with Cheltenham and the rugby lads winning the Grand Slam. So he wants to carry that. He wants us to carry that in. I see some comments coming in there, guys. Keep them coming in. We'll get to them in a second. Excuse me. So what do we make? Will Smallbone finally makes his appearance. Had an excellent campaign with the under-21s. Now he's going to feature. Should have featured in November. Whatever, he didn't. Excuse me. Don't have a cough button, sadly. So he's going to make. So I'd imagine he's going to be playing in Josh Cullen role, sitting in behind Brown and Malumbi. Be interesting. Be interesting to see, can he play his way into his plans. You'd imagine he's going to go with the likes of Cullen, Malumbi, and Knight. Who knows? There's more comments coming in there. You can hear that video in the background. They're just playing the on the Sea of Irish screen. They're basically advertising the shirt, which apparently you can't get until June. The new Irish shirt. We heard from a fan today. We were in Slattery's having a Guinness, nice pint of Guinness, 0-0 by the way. My first pint of Guinness in a very long time. And he was saying he ordered a jersey today from the story shop, or the FDI shop. Apparently won't get it until June. Anyone else have that? Don't know. Obviously, we're getting footage here, the team arriving. But they've already arrived because we've seen them. Packy Bonner here tonight, he was out there. Of course, he graced the field on his pitch many, many times during the start of the year. So it's good to see him as well. Still looks an absolute unit. So, we're going to get into some of your comments here. Do keep coming in. And react if you have any predictions or anything like that, let us know. So, Tommy, a man called Dan. Okay. Good man, Dave. Thank you, Tommy. Do appreciate it. Good man, Tommy. And Dan. Tommy, again, we watching the whole match together? We could do, Tommy, if you want. If you can find me. And again, not feeling have Kelleher in goal before the France match unless he is going to play against France, which we won't. Maybe he might make a half-time substitution. Who knows? Tommy again. Can't stop seeing team skis instead of team sheet on the programs. Oh yes. I haven't noticed. Haven't had a proper look at it there, Tommy. But I think we're still. I think we're still looking well. Don't forget, obviously, page 19 of the program. My lovely article. If you have any copies you want to sign, no problem. Just say. Just don't sell them. If you do, get us a little cut in there. But no, it's a lovely program. Don't see any typos in there at the moment, Tommy. Richard O'Callaghan, 3-1 that. Yeah, Richard. No, come on now. Don't be like that. Be positive. Okay, we're not going in here with a great deal of momentum, but be positive. Come on. Ado Roach, how you doing, Ado? Good to see some fresh faces, not expecting much results-wise. Hopefully some people can step up tonight so we don't end up the likes of Hendrick starting against France. Yep, hopefully Smallbone puts a shift in. Anyways, quality player on loan at Stoke, having a decent season of it. And he's one of the top players in the last Under-21s campaign as well. So we are expecting big things here. That's exciting. Should have featured in November against Malta, but that's very exciting for me to see him starting and see what he's about against Latvia, who are 133rd in the world. Slagan 9. I actually think don't leave us fairly bang on with those points. The Coleman Doherty arrangement would be difficult, really hard to accommodate both. Well, obviously the way he was accommodating it was Coleman on the right and Doherty on the left. Doherty has played 12 minutes since his move to Atletico Madrid. It hasn't really worked out. I think it was just a great deal for Atletico. Now it seems like it's just cover. We thought he was going to start a couple of weekends ago. We thought he was going to start because the regular right back was injured. No, came on for like 12 minutes. So that's not good for Matt Doherty. He was a very good player. He's a very good player, and just I don't know. He just seems to be very unlucky. Moving on, Ada Roach again. I doubt he shouldn't be getting any more caps. Not good enough. Do you hear that, Martin? Martin says, by the way, we have our own private WhatsApp, and he says he wants to laminate that team sheet with Callum McDowd on it. Wants to laminate it. I agree with you, Ado. I don't know why we have two perfectly good wing backs who've done the business there with Robbie Brady. He's not in the squad. Manning, I don't know why he has to get in the squad either. But he's going with Callum McDowd. He always name drops him in the press conferences. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I sat here for the Norway game, and he was terrible. He was really bad. He just too safe. You want your fullbacks bombing on, don't you? You want them to be fearless. You know, that's how when Liverpool were good. That's how they used to play. In fact, I shared an article a while ago about Jack using the fullbacks in the World Cup '94 qualifiers. You know, he's well ahead of his time. You want him bombing forward. You don't want him cutting inside, passing it, safe pass, passing square. No, you've got to be running on. But anyway. Slagging 9. Kelleher in goal seems silly. If he needs games, that's his own problem. Should be making sure Bazunu is ready. Well, I think Bazunu is, to be fair, take a point, but he is going to be ready. He's playing week in, week out with Southampton. Kelleher will not be playing unless there's an injury. We don't know of, but then, of course, Bazunu, I've had some questions. Bazunu wouldn't be on the bench, would he? But yeah, I'd imagine it's just a nod to Kelleher. Look, you're not going to play against France. Who knows? Maybe it is that just to give him some games. He's even with Liverpool, like he didn't play in the FA Cup. You know, they didn't have many dead rubber games. Liverpool were struggling. So, Tommy again, I think that team ski comment went over your head. It didn't. I know. I remember it was a couple of programs a while back. Or it's probably something I did. Maybe they go on my head. I don't know. You lads should consider a home match. Watch along sometimes for all the people living abroad. Maybe, Tommy. Maybe so. If you're lucky. But listen, anyway. I mean, that's all there is to say, really. Not a lot going on. We're just about 45 minutes. Sorry, about 40 minutes. Just a little over 40 minutes or under 40 minutes away from full-time whistle. I cannot speak today. That walk from Clondalkin gave me a bit of brain damage. I ended up getting loose in the end because I was on the Nace Road. I was walking down. And, you know, I remember, I'm sure you guys remember this from Dublin. The Nace Road used to be like just a straight line into town, didn't it? And I'd forgotten they've changed it. It was like roads everywhere. So now I'm going to get the Lewis instead. Actually, Kenny, if you're watching Kenny, hello. He actually rang me when he saw that. I goes, what are you doing? Get the Lewis. Said, no, I'm going to walk. Bit of a day yesterday, but anyway. But listen, we're going to leave it there. There's not many people in here. Obviously, both games are sold out because to get money to get the France game, you had to buy Latvia one. But I don't think too many people are going to be, sadly, too bothered to get up here, which is a shame, really. You know, Iron matches are a privilege, so it is what it is. But we shall be back. If you want some updates, we'll give you some updates, halftime and all that stuff, any goals. Just follow us there, the Green Machine page, the Lansdowne Road page as well. But we will be back almost immediately after, about 5 or so minutes after the full-time whistle, maybe 5-10 minutes after the full-time whistle. We will be back to get your reaction and have your say, really. So anyway, enjoy the game. And yeah, come on, you boys in green. I never have this ready.